them girls are lying because they're too outspoken and too much of snappy attitude to not have said this last season before the confrontation with their mother happened. And let me tell you why I know they're lying. Because when them and Dee were sitting there together and they were talking about how Dee felt like So Gucci treated her kids bad over JJ's girls. Everything was about JJ girls, and that's what Dee said. And she felt like it was some colorism in the whole dynamics. When So Gucci mentioned that I was sitting there doing everything for them, for JJ's girls, and I forgot all about my kids and my daughter. And at no point did them girls say, well, you really didn't do much for us. They didn't disagree with her then when she mentioned it the last season. So I know them girls lying. When So Gucci and Dee and them girls and JJ were sitting together talking about how Dee felt like the colorism in the house was a lot, yeah, y'all sit there think them girls ain't fucking lying. Them girls is lying. Them girls is lying because they're going against their father for their mother. They're going to stick by their mother. That's what that is. And then another thing I want to mention is the fact that nobody seems to realize Latrice and Cliff is the most miserable people on this show, and they cause conflict and confrontation with all of the couples. Latrice caused that shit, and she did that shit on purpose. Because Cliff did the same thing with Glenn and Letitia. The fact that Cliff called Glenn and tell Glenn and Letitia was doing something that she wasn't really doing, but then in the same time he instigating conflict with Letitia when it came to that stripper that he called Glenn about and said she was doing this and that. And he was talking to him about it, mentioning JJ did this and JJ did that. Again, y'all sit there and think Latrice and Cliff is this perfect power couple when they not. They caused confrontation with that family, and they did that shit on purpose.